Hello, my loves. I am back, and this time with something a little bit different. This came as a special request from Nina the Savage. She recommended or asked if I would read her favorite book. It is called The Care and Feeding of Pet Black Holes, and it's by Michelle Cuevas. And so Nina recommended it so highly, so I figured, why not, right? I ordered it. The first thing I noticed was that Kirkus Reviews had a blurb on the front cover, and if Kirkus Reviews thinks that a book is good, then I always think that it's good. Whoever works there reviewing books does an amazing job, honestly. And it says, an original tale of family love, scientific passion, and a truly epic journey of self-discovery. My interest was piqued. The back says, a guide to pet black holes. They will swallow everything, even your hamster and your dog. They're good for getting rid of ugly sweaters, annoying toys, and even unwanted memories. They cannot swallow the pain of a broken heart. So the right up on the back says, something unusual follows Stella Rodriguez on her way home from NASA, a black hole. As dark as the darkest dark, with eyes that look like little galaxies, the black hole sets out to live in her house as a pet. Stella names him Larry and tries to train him. But Larry is just like any other pet. He doesn't like to listen. When Larry ends up swallowing something too precious to lose, Stella must embark on an epic interstellar adventure to get it back. For without it, Stella's whole world is at stake. Now, I like science fiction, It's not my favorite, but I do read it. I certainly wouldn't read something that said it had an epic interstellar adventure, or maybe I would. Obviously, I would. But I just liked everything that it said about it. And then book list on the back, also another great place to get good book reviews, said as much a journey of grief and healing as a literal adventure. Cuevas' story is both touching and funny. And just to share something about you, that's what struck a chord with me, because I am a grieving mom. My daughter Bella died in June of 2019, and it is now November of 2020, and it's not very much time. Grief is something that you're just not prepared for. There's no way to prepare for it. So, Nina the Savage, this is for you. I'm going to read the first chapter and hopefully the rest too. Here we go. Chapter 1. The mysterious something that followed me home. This story began on an afternoon, the color of comets, with a girl dressed all in black. That's a really good first sentence. A sad girl, a girl with a hole in her heart and darkness on the horizon. That girl, of course, was me. My name is Stella Rodriguez, I told the guard at the gates to NASA. I'm 11 years old. I'm here to speak with Carl Sagan. It was late, almost dark, and I was alone. You and Mom would not have approved. The guard looked up as if he'd heard an annoying mosquito, decided he imagined it, and went back to reading his magazine. Actually, I tried again. I'm Carl Sagan's great-great-great-great-granddaughter, and I'm here at NASA to tell him that in the future, we've invented time travel. Please go away, said the guard. But I have an appointment. No, the guard said, you definitely don't. Fine, okay, maybe I don't, I said a bit too loudly. But if you take into consideration chaos theory or the butterfly effect, the very notion of long-term predictions, for example, like an appointment, becomes an absurd impossibility. Time. But before I could continue trying to sound scholarly, an ear-piercing alarm started ringing. Lights began flashing, and I could hear shouts from inside the building. Okay, I said, putting up my hands. Let's all just take it easy. No need for alarms. I'm too bookish for prison. But the guard wasn't paying any attention to me. He grabbed his phone and started shouting something about code reds and protocol, and before I knew what was happening, he had run inside, leaving the gate wide open. I wish I were the type of person who would sneak into NASA during a molecular robot alien rocket invasion explosion. But you know very well I'm not that type. Not even close. I'm more of a chicken liver, jellyfish, fraidy cat type. And so I left. I left without seeing Carl Sagan or giving him the important package that I'd come to deliver. Time was of the essence, since the Voyager launch, date August 20, 1977, was a mere months away. Avoiding the alarms at NASA, I went to the bus stop and waited. It was the last moment of light, and I had a strange feeling. Like when you sense a breeze on your ankles in the room with no open windows or doors. Or like when you're sure you can see a face in the moon and it's staring right at you. Like when you're the seeker during hide and seek and you just know you're being watched from a closet keyhole. I darted my eyes from side to side, looking in the bushes, up at the trees. I didn't see anything anywhere but dark. And so I was understandably relieved when the bus came around the bend. That is, until I got on the bus, and things started to get even stranger if possible. "My wallet!" shouted a businesswoman. "Someone stole my wallet!" Everyone scanned the bus for a shady-looking character. "And where's my toupee?" asked an elderly man. This continued for 3 more stops. Shouts of, "Where's my lunch?" and "Who took my pet frog?" Why was a pet frog on the bus, boys and girls? To get off the bus, I had to weather an obstacle course of people on their hands and knees searching for something or other under their seats. The stop was only a few minutes from home, but it felt like miles. I mean, what was exactly going on? The dusk had turned to straight up gloom, which wasn't good because by that point I had a severe case of the creeps, a heebie-jeebie fever, and a touch of the willies. I'm not afraid of the dark. You know that from all our time spent stargazing. But the minute I started walking, I got goosebumps down my arms and legs and all the way up my neck. I had such a case of the jumps that I'm pretty sure I had goosebumps on my eyeballs, which, by the way, were not helping because in a matter of minutes, it had gone from almost dark outside gloom to dark at the bottom of a pocket. I looked from side to side. "Who's there?" I asked. No one answered. Has anyone in any scary movie ever answered that question? "Oh, glad you asked. It's me, the axe murderer. Dang it, that was actually supposed to be a surprise." So I did what anyone in my position would do. I started to run. Fast. I ran through the dark like the muck down a drain. I sprinted through the dark as the inside of a whale. I didn't hear footsteps or twigs breaking behind me, but the feeling was becoming stronger. Someone was lingering just out of view. I was being watched. I was being followed. But by who? Or worse still, by what? That's the end of chapter 1. So, like I said, great first sentence. This story began on an afternoon the color of comets with a girl dressed all in black. I like how she describes things, dark in the straight up gloom, dark like the muck down a drain, dark as the inside of a whale. And she references you twice. She says, "You and Mom would not have approved," and but you know very well I'm not that type. So it leads me to think that she's talking to her dad, right? You and Mom. So that's the end of chapter 1 of the care and feeding of a pet black hole. Thank you to Nina the Savage, and I hope you tune in for chapter 2. See you later, my loves. Happy reading.